Okay, at the Chengdu East Station again, another really big station, just like the Xi'an one. We're about an hour early, no, about 45 minutes early for our train. So I might go in, get through the checkpoint, and then see if there's any food that we can again take on the train. I think that's my favorite thing to do, to get some snacks for the train. Okay, quick toilet check because there's a queue outside. I feel like mirror, toilet, bin, sink. Okay, not too bad, pretty good. Okay, so about 2 hours later, less than that, we have reached the Huanglong JiuZhai station. And although it's just less than 2 hours away from Chengdu, from the high-speed rail, it is significantly dropped in temperature, like 15 degrees. According to the weather, it's about 13 degrees now. But we're getting the sunshine, so it's not as cold. That's why we have not worn our jackets yet, but just be prepared that it's significantly colder here because even though it's just a short distance away, we are in the mountains and there's a much higher elevation, so the temperature has definitely dropped significantly. And also, like, there's limited trains here, so it gets very busy. Yeah, because it's all at like one timing. Actually, it's 13 degrees. When the sun is shining directly at you like this, it doesn't feel like 13 degrees at all. But yeah, I'm sure when the sun sets and all, it's gonna drop to sub 10. It's gonna be winter temperature, that kind. So you can see everybody whipping out their jackets and all. I'm sure once we get out of the sun, we'll feel the cold. But for now, enjoying it because the past few days has not been very cooling. It's been a bit warm actually, especially in Xi'an. Chengdu was a little bit better, but this morning was a bit warm as well. So gonna enjoy the cold weather, which I absolutely love. Now we're just waiting for a private transfer car, and then we'll go head to our hotel to check in first. Not much to do. It's already almost about 6 o'clock, 5:40. Yeah, so we're just gonna probably just settle in and find dinner and just walk around the streets to see what we can find near our hotel. Alright, so it's another about 2 hour car transfer to the Scenic area hotel from the train station. So it's gonna be quite a journey and it's gonna be winding, and the elevation is so high that when I fly upstairs, I'm out of breath.
Room tour. So to here, you have the bathroom, the toilet, and the shower. Ooh, the shower area is very big. But like the sink is out here somehow, but it's fine. And then it's a small cozy room. It's giving very like wooden, simple, small room basically. There's a bed and yeah, at least the plugs can just put a USB in.
So it's good because you can directly just plug out any kind of adapter in, so you don't have to have a specific adapter. So this one's a good one. It's a multi-adapter wall outlet, which is great. The other ones you had to use the adapter. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna head for dinner soon, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
so behind us is the hotel, the Holiday Inn, and ironically, it's connected to a McDonald's in the middle of a mountain area, which is hilarious. So if you want to eat McDonald's, come to stay at this hotel. So we're walking down the street just outside the hotel towards the park entrance, so you can kind of gauge how it's like to go in tomorrow morning. So we're not so frantic tomorrow. And it's a nice walk. And I think on the other side of the entrance there is a Bianbian street, which is just a popular street here. So I think that's where we're going to look for food. It's about 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's just about 8 plus. Current elevation, according to my watch, is about 2,000 meters, which is now where the train station was. It's slightly colder actually, even though the sun has set. It was colder just now than it was now, at least on the weather app, because the elevation here is 1,000 meters lower. So the ride down is just it's 2 hours, and it goes gradually down. And then as we're walking, I just turn the camera around. You just walk by this whole street. It's just with a river flowing through it, which is really, really beautiful. And I guess coming from Chengdu, and this morning had an air quality warning. The weather here is so good, the air is so clean. I feel a bit younger here. Okay, so we have walked to the area called Bianbian. I think it's just a few shops, nothing much. If you come here, don't waste your time coming here. I don't think there's much, but I'm just gonna see. It's like some little stores But there's nothing really much. Like I thought it would be a more lively street, but I guess that's all you're gonna get at a mountainside. There are stalls that are open, but yeah, I mean like this one, I don't know what they sell. It's like a little bit of snack. Yeah, there is some form of snack. I mean the car's blocking the way, but yeah. And then there's like a grocery store maybe selling some fruits. I don't know. There's a merchandise shop there. Yeah, so it's just a small street. Not that much. So you don't have to make a detour for this place. Randomly found this uh, bubble tea store, milk tea store at this Bianbian, like it's gonna close. It's 8:50. You can't see it, but 8:50 they close at 9. We're like the last customers. They probably hate us because they're already keeping up, and then we want to get an order in, so they probably hate us. But yeah. Okay, and dinner is this random stall it's next to the bubble tea store with a bunch of skewers and noodles. Taste test. Whatever this drink is, peach. Is it peach? It's not very cold. Nice look.
Peach and red currant.
Yeah, it's good.
Right.
Okay, so we're back from a quick dinner, quick and easy dinner. Took a DD back because we did not want to walk back because we had to wake up early tomorrow to go to the Jiuzhaigou Park. So that sums up our last morning in Chengdu. First day in Jiuzhaigou, it was about travel time was like 5 hours. So quite a long travel day again. Yeah, tomorrow we need to be up and early because the park opens about 8 and we have a hotel breakfast that opens at 7. So we probably have to get a big meal in because a lot of people say there's not much in the park itself to eat. So actually what we bought at the convenience store below our hotel is this. It's a self-heating beef rice bowl. So it's like one of those things that you pull a tab or something and thing heats up and self-heats. So just in case there's really no food, but I'm inclined to think that there is because even on the mountains there has been food. But just in case, we bought some snacks and there's self-heating rice bowl. So we're gonna get an early night. It's about 9:45. Gonna sleep soon, wake up early, and then start our long day of hiking tomorrow in Jiuzhaigou National Park. Alright, see you guys. Okay, 7:30. We got ready. Wow, so tiring. It's like my 5th day in a row, nose bleeding in my sleep. So that's not pleasant. I think my throat is just so dry, my nasal passage is just so dry that everything is like bursting. But yeah, it's currently 7 degrees, a lot colder in the morning. So we have layered up. I mean, I'm wearing a long sleeve with a vest. I've got another layer in my bag just in case we're heading down for a quick breakfast before we head out. The place opens at like 8, so we're trying to get a quick breakfast and then walk over. It's like only like what, 10 minutes away? Yeah, so a 10-15 minute walk away, so we're gonna quickly get a breakfast and then yeah. Honestly, similar breakfast spread. There's like boiled eggs, some veggies, potato, noodles, rice, buns, and also, similarly, a live noodle station. So probably just get that because it's my favorite noodle station. And yeah, it's a pretty similar spread, so we're gonna eat quickly and then we're gonna head off. Got my favorite noodles, but soup version. That's what she got. And it's 8 a.m. now. Yeah, freezing cold. It's 8 degrees. It's like winter temperature. First time we're at sub 10 in China. It is so cold. I might need to lay up extra. It's 8 a.m. But it will increase to 23 by noon. So that's a big temperature discrepancy. On today's episode of Singaporeans coming to a cold country, it's actually cold. It's not slightly cold. It's cold now. So I have to layer up. This is my 3rd layer now. Actually, kinda, because it's a vest. But yeah, we also popped by the convenience store below our hotel and got yak jerky. Yak. So apparently it's a local specialty because they have wild yaks here. I can't even put on my jacket. Ugh. Okay, it is so cold. But yeah, as I said, it will warm up to about 23 according to the forecast later on. Got my gloves on and everything. It's so cold. So it's gonna be a 15-degree difference from now. So hopefully it doesn't get too warm later, then I have to delayer everything. But yeah. Okay, so we're now walked to the entrance of the Scenic area. And then there's just a bunch of shuttle buses. And if I'm not wrong from what I read online, I mean there's also a lot of people here, just like every other scenic area and tourist area. But what I read online is just you board any random bus, they drop you to a random location to disperse the crowd. And then you can find your directions from there. So we'll see. Okay, so we took the bus. The bus will go to 2 directions once it meets the midpoint. So it was split into the two valleys. So the bus that we were on just splits into the left side, which is the longer one and the higher valley, I believe. That's what the woman was saying on the bus. So behind us right now
So beautiful.
is so beautiful. So this is what they call the Long Lake. So we're just gonna see the view. And then if you see in the distance out there, you can see that there's actually the snow-top mountains. So this is high enough. Current elevation where we're at is about 3,150 meters. So it's so beautiful. This looks like just like a painting. So it looks so still and serene. It's unreal. It's unreal. You have to really come and see it to believe it. It is really beautiful. The weather also, side note, the weather is a bit chilly, but also the sun is out, so it's actually really nice. It's amazing. I feel like in an hour or two, I might need to take out my outer layer. But yeah, we're just gonna take it in the moment a while and just appreciate the beauty of this for a while. Okay, as expected, there are shops on the top, as expected. Well, obviously not gonna get a full meal here, but there's snacks, there's drinks. So yeah, not to worry, you won't starve to death or die of thirst. Okay, so we're like 20 minutes into the hike and we are trying the ox buffalo snack thing. It is jerky. It's just pre-packaged and not exactly 100% dry. It's not as jerky-ish as you expect it to be. It's like jerky with a bit of spices. So this, I think it's a drier version, like the one that's like completely dehydrated. This is like still a little bit hydrated with a bit of spices. This tastes like beef jerky with beef spices, yeah. No different. But it's good. It's just a beef jerky with the China flavor. Also, yeah, remove my outerwear. It's gotten, as you walk under the sun, as I said, the air is still very chilly, but as you walk under the sun, it gets a bit hot. I'm sweating a little bit underneath, but I'm cold, but I'm sweating a bit, so yeah, it's a bit weird feeling. So where we're at now is the five colorful lake, just about 800 meters walk down. The walk down is obviously a lot easier than walking up, but you get a bit of knee pain because the gravity downwards. So yeah, so the bus will drop you off at the top and you slowly make your way down. The blue color, 5-color lake apparently, because there's supposed to be 5 colors of blue. I don't know whether the camera is capturing that properly. Okay, so there are vending machines all over the park. Not too expensive. Like I think the shops are quite expensive. They mark it up a bit. But I got a Mic Monster because I am so tired. 10 yuan, which is not too bad. I think you get this around the same price. If not, it's even more expensive at a normal store in Singapore. This is also 10 yuan. She forced me to get the cookies as well, even though it's just cookies. But yeah, I really need to drink this, get some energy. It's about, what time is it? 11:15, yeah. So we're gonna rest a bit. I don't know if that's all for the left side of the park. If I'm looking at the map, there's more points on the right side. So we might be taking the bus to the right side of the valley. Okay, so our information was false. There's indeed actually food. There's milk tea. There's a char panda right there. There's shops behind, coffee shops, food. So actually you do not need to bring an absurd amount of food. There is food. Probably just a bit more expensive, but there is food. So now we know. Our information was false. We thought there was just going to be at most vending machines or whatever, but there is food, so now we know. Okay, so we're taking the bus to the right side of the valley now. Yeah, we didn't take it all the way up because the key points are not all the way up, and it's another like 11k to the top. So we just stopped at the more popular areas. So now we're at the Arrow Bamboo Lake. And we're gonna walk maybe a few km downwards back to the meeting point, the middle point where all the shops are, so we can just see what the sights are here. So the weather has gotten significantly warmer. I mean, it's still not hot, but like it's about 20 plus now, versus like sub 10 this morning, like 6, 7, 8 degrees. So the layers have come off in one layer now. She's also on and off with the layers. Sometimes you're cold, sometimes you're hot. It's a bit weird. But yeah, here's the lake behind us. Beautiful. So walking down from where we were, we have now reached the Arrow Bamboo Lake waterfall. It's quite a small waterfall. Just looks like that. Many people are taking pictures.
It looks like arrows.
Yeah, but yeah, it looks like there are many different small streams coming down here. we've walked down a little bit more. Now we're at the Panda Lake. No idea why it's called Panda Lake. Don't think it looks like a panda. I also don't think there's any pandas. I think it's just what name it. But anyway, this whole region actually, supposedly, according to our driver last night, like in the certain parts there are wild pandas, but it's obviously very, very hard to see. I don't know whether it's in this park itself or just the mountainous areas in this area in general. But yeah, just a nice little lake. Okay, now I've got a tissue stuck in my nose because I'm nose bleeding again. I've been nose bleeding 5 days from my left nostril. My right nostril is feeling FOMO now. But anyway, we are here at the 5-flower lake. Honestly, I think it's a low water season, so it's not that beautiful. But I think because we started off the day at the best view, all the way at the top at the long lake, so I think everything else is a little bit underwhelming compared to that. But I mean, obviously it's still nice. But I kind of wish we saw that last, so that it was more impressive. But now we're getting the same, all the lakes kind of look the same after a while, but it's still really nice. It's nice to just walk. When the weather is good, it's good to walk. But yeah, so this is the lake. We could try to, it's a 1.4 km path along the perimeter of the inside, so we're gonna walk that and see whether we can get any better views. Okay, so I decided not to take the bus and then walk back to the service area in the middle, and we're dying. My knee is so pain. There's so many stairs. So honestly, right, if you're not so fit, right, please take the bus. But I would classify myself as somewhat fit. But yeah, the knees kind of hurt. But look at the endless stairs. Regretting life choices now. Okay, some people be walking. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we've finally made it to the Pearl Show waterfall. Took a little bit of a rest here. I was so tired. I think this is our final stop along this right side of the valley. We're going to walk back to the bus stop and then it will take us back to the rest point in the middle. But yeah, pretty nice waterfall. Quite wide. Yeah. Alright, we made it back alive to the resting point. There's a char panda here. We've been looking at this brand since I don't know, a few days ago, and we never had a chance to try it. Finally tried it, we ordered. Wanted the top one and top two, they have a recommendations board, but they don't have it here. I guess there's limited ingredients on top of the mountain. But yeah, we got the number 5 and 6 popular drink because that's all they had. I think this one is a mango, and then I don't know. Yeah, so we're just gonna try it. Mango first. Also, we're here eating our hard-boiled eggs that we took from the hotel this morning. Oh, mango is good. It's like mango sago. Oh, this is a lemonade. It's a form of lemonade. Limey, lime tasting. Even though it's red, what I'm tasting is a limeade. Very refreshing. So gotta sit here. Both are good. This one more refreshing. This one is nicer. Let's sit here, eat our eggs, rest a while. Now it's 3:30. Probably gonna rest until maybe around 4, and we're gonna explore the bottom part, which is nearer to the entrance. And then I think there's 2 more key areas there next to each other. Currently already at 20,000 steps. Walked about 8 to 9 km, but we're gonna walk another 1, 2, at least 2 I think, and then we're gonna head out. Yeah, so tired. Just gonna rest up and fuel up. After a short rest, we're back after taking the bus back down. Where we came up to the valleys. They just love to shout. But yeah, anyway, so we're here. Behind us is the Tiger Lake. There are so many lakes and stuff, so you can just stop around. But yeah, we stopped at this stop because walking down is another nice waterfall that apparently is a must-see. So we are going to walk down there, continuing our trek. People just love to shout here. But yeah, so no idea why it's called Tiger Lake. Again, I think they just anyhow name it. But yeah. Okay, just like a 1-minute walk and we're here. So it's just next to the Tiger Lake. This is what it looks like. Shuzheng waterfall. Apparently a must-see. Yeah, I think it's quite nice. So we're finally back in the room after exploring the park for basically the whole day. It's now 7:15, and we actually had our dinner already. We went to KFC just now, and then also went to McDonald's just downstairs our hotel to get the food. So at KFC, I have footage of that, but we actually filmed my outro at McDonald's, but I messed up by filming it in slow-mo, so I don't have that clip anymore. Yeah. So we actually tried the McSpicy at the McDonald's, along with normal fries and stuff. We also got an extra white chocolate and strawberry pie, which luckily we brought back to the room. No footage at all to show that proof that we had McDonald's. But yeah, so actually the McDonald's price and the KFC price is pretty much the same. It's not, KFC is a bit cheaper. McDonald's is actually it's not that cheap compared to other food here. I think it's an international brand, that's why. But yeah, we're absolutely exhausted. We are back earliest today out of any of the days because we're just exhausted. And tomorrow we have another basically full day of traveling and exploring and walking. Because tomorrow we're going to Huanglong. That takes about a 2 hour car ride back to where the train station basically is. And then we have, it's also another high altitude place, almost 4,000 meters. So it's very tiring. So yeah, we're gonna try the white chocolate pie, and then we're gonna recap our day. So let's try it. Let's see. Looks like that. It's a triangle pie, which we don't have this in Singapore. Try it. Looks like a curry puff, honestly.
Nice.
Yep. It's not bad. Kind of what you expect it to taste like. But anyway, that's the end of our Monday, day 10 of our trip. Today we went to the Jiuzhaigou National Park. So what's your favorite part of the day?
Long Lake.
Yeah, I think we can both agree that the Long Lake, the first stop that we went, all the way at the top, is the most beautiful. You can see the snow-capped mountains, and the lake is beautiful. I think, yeah, if we only saw that and we went home, I think we would be happy already. But everything else is obviously nice. But I think because we stopped there first, that's why everything else kind of actually didn't live up to the first stop. But everything's still nice. It's good to walk. If you're fit and all that, that's great. But if not, it's very tiring, honestly, and altitude as well. But yeah. So I think that concludes our day. Tomorrow we got more exploring to do. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, good morning. It is Tuesday, day 11 now. It's about 7:50. We're heading down for the hotel breakfast. We just got ready quickly, and we have a private car coming at 8:30. So we're gonna have a quick breakfast, come out, and then quickly finish packing and all that. And then we will be heading to Huanglong. So we're halfway to Huanglong. Took a midway stop in the mountains at a monastery, I think, or some temple, where there are monks, Tibetan monks living, and to take a toilet break. And we just had the best toilet experience, just peeing and shitting through a hole, literal hole. There's no water to wash your hands as well, so luckily we had wet wipes. But very interesting. It's very cold up here. Elevation is over 3,200 meters. So what an interesting experience that we had here. But yeah, it's just a local monastery, the Tibetan folk religions, I guess. And they have monks here. I don't know if it's exactly Buddhist or whatever, but it's just monks. So finally, after about 3 hours of driving and making a few toilet breaks and stops, we're finally at the Huanglong roadway at the bottom. There's a service center, so we got some water and stuff. And we're now gonna go into the Huanglong area finally. Okay, so they'll bring you to the first checkpoint before you have to walk up to the actual 5-color area lake again. There's a different one here from the Jiuzhaigou one. And then behind us, you can see so close is the snow-capped mountains. So we have to walk about 800 meters to a kilometer up. It's upwards, and then we can see the pond. So yeah, we'll see how long that takes us. So very interesting because of the high altitude. Currently we're about 3,500 meters. The weather is pretty good, so much more cooling than yesterday's Jiuzhaigou, and that's why we're wearing our outerwear. And yeah, so because of high altitude, you might get altitude sickness. So they provide oxygen cans. We don't need it. I mean, obviously it's a bit more tiring to walk up here because of the lower oxygen. Well, we don't have altitude sickness, but you know they sell these cans. This is 20 yuan on top of the mountain. I think it's reasonable. So we're gonna give it a whiff, and they say it's like drugs. You know, it's like when you have, it's like addictive because you know it's just like when you have a lack of oxygen, you breathe it. Okay, let's try it.
So good, man.
I don't feel any difference. What are you doing? Come on. Press it. Press it and take a deep breath. Okay, honestly, it's just a whiff of oxygen. I don't know if it does anything. It's definitely not like drugs. I mean, not that I've tried any drugs, but yeah. And after walking for a while, you'll reach uh, another temple shrine area, and just in the middle here. So yeah, just remember, take your time, walk slowly. The air is very thin up here, so it's hard to breathe. So every little step can be very tiring. So just slowly go at your own pace. Also, just like every other tourist attraction here, there are small shops that sell snacks and drinks, so don't worry. We got a sausage to try, and also she has to have the little snacks. Everywhere we go, she has to buy some little snacks. If not, she'll die or something, but yeah, so we have to buy that. Try it. What? I'll do it. These are the better ones than the one that we had in the previous location. It's good if you need a snack. Okay, closer up to the 5-color pond. It's actually nicer when you see on top, then you can see the different color gradients, but it's hard to see so far away. Like up close, this is what it looks like. So it starts off more green here at the top, and then as you go down, it gets a little bit more turquoise and blue, sky blue towards the end. Alright, so that's basically it for this area. Like you could walk down 4 km to where you start at the ropeway. I'm not sure if you're doing that. See how tired we are. But we got another 2 sausages. I wanted cup noodles, but unfortunately they don't sell it on top here. Other tourist attractions will have more food, but so I'd say this is the most limited that it has been. And yeah, definitely pricier than other places as well. Like at the bottom, we bought a water for 5 yuan. Here's 8 yuan. And soft drink was 10, and then up here is 15. So yeah, we're just chilling, enjoying the nice weather, having our sausages. Also got the hard-boiled eggs that we took from the hotel this morning as well, again. So I think, if anything, the most we have eaten is hard-boiled eggs. Okay, after contemplating and resting, we have now decided we're going to walk down 4 km. So we'll see how long that takes. Actually, we only walked up 1 km, walked back down 1 km, back to this starting point. And then from this starting point, you can walk back down all the way 4 km. So let's see how long that takes us. We already spent like, let me see, how much time did we spend here already? Almost like 2 hours here already. So let's continue downwards. So when you walk down, there's also like smaller pools that also have different shades of the color. So it's not as big and grand as the top one, but yeah, it's also pretty nice. And this is the, again, same as Jiuzhaigou National Park. It's also the low season of the water, so but there is still small pools of bluish water, so it's nice. And there's so many like Sherpas like that carrying up food and drinks for the shops upstairs, I believe. And they're carrying like probably, I don't know, at least like, I don't know, like 30 or 40 kilos worth of items up. And we're already going down and we're already struggling. So they always take a few steps and they take a break. So mad respect to that. That's why the food and drinks up there are probably more expensive, because look at the hard work that has to be brought up there. Alright, so we're finally out. That took us about 1.5 hours to get down. Our calves, our feet are completely fried from all the downhill. It's way worse than yesterday's downhill, I think. This one is way steeper and way more. But this oxygen can is coming in handy. And actually it helps. I think it helps a little bit, yeah. Also it's good, yeah. Absolutely defeated. Bought instant noodles, 10 yuan. And this Huanglong drink, 2 yuan. So this is really cheap. Yeah, we just need to fuel up because we're so tired. It's almost, let me see, it's almost, yeah, 3:30, 3:35 now. We haven't had a proper lunch. I mean, we just now had a few sausages and eggs. So we're gonna eat up and fuel up. So now it's about 5 o'clock. Since we had extra time, we came further up the mountain. We're now at 4,007 meters of elevation. At the top of one of the mountains, And behind us is the snow-capped mountains. We are absolutely freezing. We're not prepared for this. I didn't bring any winter puffer or anything. I just have this sweatshirt and this vest, and I'm completely freezing. Luckily I brought my gloves. Absolutely crazy, and we're just at the edge of the world, basically at the edge of the mountains. Ew.
Room tour. Here we have the toilet. It's quite spacious, very, very big. Yeah, the shower area. And then this is the room. It has like all this, what is this called?
Decorations, lah.
Yeah, decorations giving very like
She's
Tibetan.
a bit freaked out by it.
A bit.
Okay, so basically, this is the outside, this is our view. Basically, this is a whole compound. It's a whole compound, a giant compound. The whole thing is a Tibetan hotel, a Tibetan style hotel. So the room looks like this. She's a bit creeped out because it's like Tibetan style, but honestly, it's a genuine hotel. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just
There's everything. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's pretty okay. And they even have a tea area. But the problem is this is a smoking room, so there's a leftover stench. Yeah,
I'm
we
just
hate the
creeped out
sofa.
by that.
Yeah, but all these decorations is a bit creeped out by. But anyway, yeah, so we just stayed here because it is very close to the train station that we are going to. It's the same one that we came here, Huanglong JiuZhai station. It's only a 5-minute drive, so after a long day of exploring here, we just want to be near to the train tomorrow because it's an early train, also 9 o'clock, so we have to leave about 8 plus tomorrow. So yeah, I think breakfast is included as well. So we are just gonna settle in. It's now about 6:30, and it's still bright out because the sunset's around 8 here. So we're gonna clean up, rest a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, we were planning to like use the gym here. There's supposedly a gym, but I think we're too tired. Probably just do like a little bit of room workout, and then we'll go for dinner. Hopefully the dinner's good. It's probably a traditional Tibetan kind of style meal, but we'll see later on. Also, side note, they gave us a welcome. Whatever this is,
Probably.
some fried dough, and yeah. So we'll see.
That's nice.
So we're just gonna go and clean up and unpack and all that. It's so tiring. We're so tired, and the altitude is getting to me. At least I feel a bit lightheaded, a bit stuffy, a bit hard of breath. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna rest up and we're gonna go for dinner soon after. All right, so we're now seated here behind, in front of her favorite painting, her favorite artwork. So what they do, as shown just now, is they actually provide tea. So it looks like it's an urn. It looks like somebody's urn, but it's actually tea inside. So I just poured some water, poured some tea. It's like a fragrant green tea, so it's quite nice. Poured us 2 cups each. Cheers. Cheers. Just enjoying the free tea that they give us. So actually, the one complaint that I have with the hotels here, even the Holiday Inn, which is an international hotel, is that they do not turn on the power here for the AC. So my ears are extremely flushed right now. It's super hot because this happens whenever I go to winter country or whatever. So when I go from a very cold place outside and back to the hotel when it's warmer, my ears get very flushed. But there's no circulation in here. I mean, we pop the window open to get the outside air in, the colder air in. I mean, it's 14 degrees outside, 14. It should be cooling, but I am a bit warm in here. I mean, that's because it's a mountainous area, so it is not expected to get warm at night. It's supposed to be cooling at night, so they don't turn on the AC. But there is an AC, so I'm assuming they only turn it on when it's really hot or something. They turn on the power to that. So that's my only complaint. I tried turning on and off, and it doesn't work. So the only circulation is from the outside air, and right now there's not much wind coming in this way, so I'm a bit stuffy in here. But that's the only complaint. Okay, we're now walking to the restaurant that's located in the hotel, and just look around. Like look at the walkway. Everything is decorated like that. So it's the whole thing, and it's quite grand. It's quite big. It's quite a big area. So everything is just decorated like that. So it makes me feel like a Tibetan royalty or something. I've never been to Tibet. I'd have no idea. But this is a Tibetan autonomous region of China. So I guess it's close enough. Yeah. So this whole thing, whole alleyways, everything just decked out like that. Look at that. So this is dinner for the day. It's a traditional Tibetan hot pot, beef hot pot. We've got some other side dishes, sweet and sour pork, vegetables, these are the sauces. We are finally back in the room. It is now almost 10 o'clock. And yeah, we just had our dinner. We took some pictures
For the parents.
Yeah, because they wanted to dress up. Apparently, you can do some dress up here for free in the traditional costumes. We already bathed, so we didn't want to do that. But anyway, we also bought some instant noodles because it's much cheaper here than the train station for tomorrow. And also dinner was, as you've seen, was a traditional Tibetan kind of food. It's the yak meat in a pot, just a giant pot, like a hot pot. There's not much flavor in it. You can make your own sauce and stuff. But yeah, it was not really to our palates, I guess. It's just not the best. It's a bit gamey. Yeah, I mean we had
So
sweet and sour
sweet.
pork and
That was the
vegetables.
best.
Yeah, the sweet and sour pork is the best, and I'm not a huge fan of sweet and sour pork. But anyway, yeah, we're back in the room. So that concludes day 11. Yeah, one day in Huanglong area. Yeah, so what's your favorite part of the day, I guess?
The only part which is the Huanglong part.
Yeah, which is the Huanglong part. But actually, I think my favorite part, even though it's the most painful part, is actually seeing the snow-capped mountains at the 4,000 meters. It was so painful because we're not dressed in winter wear at all, and it was so cold and the wind is so strong. But I think that was my favorite part. Like that was a nice, like that's the highest I've been definitely.
Yeah,
4,000
same.
meters. Seeing a snow-capped mountain like up there. I mean, I've seen Mount Fuji, but from a distance and everything. But that was quite close, and 4,000 meters up. I was definitely not 4,000 meters when I saw Mount Fuji, which is in the distance. But yeah, we're here at the again favorite artwork spot. I'm here over trying to transfer out the videos of this of today after this clip, and then we're just having our tea, the free green tea that comes in our room. Again, the weather has dropped a bit because obviously it's nightfall now. Sunset's quite late here, 8 p.m. So the weather, the room has cooled down a little bit, but it's still very stuffy compared to outside. It's stuffy. It's not hot, but it's stuffy. That's just how I describe it. Alright, so tomorrow we have another long travel day. Probably about 4 hours to 5 hours on the train and like waiting around and all that. We first have to take from Huanglong JiuZhai station, which is where we are at, to Chengdu again. Same station that we took from Chengdu, and then from Chengdu we have a connecting train to Chongqing. Yep, so we have a long travel day. We're trying to get rest early as well, after we drink some tea and all that. Yeah, so that concludes day 11 of trip. Next thing, we're going back to a city area. I've had enough of the mountains. It was fun, but I need
Food.
Yeah, the food is also not that good. I mean, we had McDonald's and KFC yesterday, but yeah, I can't wait to be back in the city again. And but it will be super hot. So the other concern is here is about like in the days like 20, in the nights like 10, below 10. Yeah, we just saw the forecast for Chongqing. It's gonna be like 36 degrees. So that's the only part I'm not looking forward to. But I'm looking forward to being back in Chongqing. All right, see you tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, see you.
Bye.